welcome. You're watching Last Take on Money9, India's first multilingual platform for personal finance from TV9 News Network. I'm Sakshi Batra, and it's the International Women's Day, and we are celebrating that spirit of womanhood throughout the day today. Here's wishing all the extraordinary women out there a very happy Women's Day. On this show, we are going to recap for you the entire day's market action and help you really understand what moved the markets today and the factors that you need to keep in mind for the days to come tomorrow as well. Let's quickly take a look at the closing levels of the Indian stock markets today. Now, there has been a fair bit of green screen that we actually have seen right after 2 consecutive days of decline in the markets. Although if you see, the gains are quite few. If you'll just say, look at the Sensex and the Nifty, both have actually shut shop in the green, but only with a positive bias. And after a whole days of high volatility, heavy volatility trade, we have seen that both the benchmark indices have managed to just end flat with a positive bias. For the Sensex, the shut shop has happened at 50,441 levels, while the Nifty 50 has closed below the 15,000 mark. So that sacrosanct level, psychological level of 15,000 could not be protected at close in today's trading session. But when we talk about the Nifty Bank also, it has closed absolutely flat with just 0.14% of gains. That's a 50-point addition for the Nifty Bank. 35,275 is the level at which it has closed itself today. Now, for the broader market indices, the performance has been that bit better as far as the mid-cap index is concerned. That shut shop with 0.30% of an uptick. That's a 61 point of a gain for the BSE mid-cap index, and it closed with the level of 20,649. As far as the small cap index is concerned, now that index definitely outperformed the markets today with over 0.5% gains. That's 21,067 at the closing level for the small cap index. But overall, if you see the volatility, which most of the experts on Money9 have been constantly talking about, that after the huge run up that we have seen and the external factors that are not really helping the markets to stay buoyant, there is going to be larger share of volatility at play in this week. Also remember, it's going to be a truncated week. The weekly expiry also shifts to Wednesday because Thursday is a holiday on account of Shivratri. So on that account, if you see, the volatility will be seen spiking even further in tomorrow and day after tomorrow's trading session as well. Moving on to the sectoral movements, then if you talk about which sectors really moved the markets today, you can actually see a 1.5% uptick for the PSU banking index. Also again, gains were seen in the indices such as media and metal indices, both of them up 1% in trade. 0.5% gains for the IT and the pharma index as well. But overall, there has been a mixed trade. There were some sectors that did not perform today, such as the realty space that underperformed with 1% losses, 0.5% loss for the FMCG index, just a flattish bit of trade with the negative bias for the private banking space and the financial services space as well. The auto index also lost about 0.20% of trade. So a lackluster movement in most of the sectoral indices, and just managing up in the green for a few more as well. Apart from the PSU banking index, all the other indices were largely flat in trade again. Moving on to find out which were the top gainers for the Nifty today. So it's been the oil and gas space and UPL, which has been performing over the last 2 or 3 weeks on an alternate basis as well. 7% uptick for that stock. GAIL also inched up higher at 4.5% in trade. L&T moved up about 3.5% also, and ONGC, which was the top gainer in the early trade, managed to get itself the 4th spot as far as the Nifty 50 gainers are concerned, with 3.5% uptick in today's trading session. State Bank of India life insurance, that stock actually also moved up about 3% in trade overall. Now let's look at the laggard space as well. So most of the names would actually include from the banking space, from the financial space, and also the cement majors, which are not performing in today's trading session. IndusInd Bank actually dropped about 2% in trade, whereas the Shree Cement and Ultratech Cement counters both losing about 2% in trade. Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Auto from the Bajaj Pack also down about 1.5 to 2% in trade today. एक बार देख लेते हैं कि आईपीओ में अभी किस तरीके का मूव देखने को मिल रहा है। इजी ट्रिप प्लानर्स का जो आईपीओ है आज खुला सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए और अभी तक डे 1 में 1.6 टाइम्स ऑलरेडी ये सब्सक्राइब होता हुआ नजर आया। तो पहले ही दिन अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स इस आईपीओ को देखने को मिला है। कंपनी ने जो प्राइस बैंड फिक्स किया है इस इशू के लिए वो 186 से 187 रुपीज प्रति शेयर का है और मार्च 10 को इस आईपीओ की क्लोजिंग होगी। हालांकि याद रखिए कि ये जो आईपीओ है पूरी तरीके से एक ओएफएस है, यानी कि ऑफर फॉर सेल फ्रॉम existing to promoters as well. So we'll keep an eye out on this one and keep telling you what are the updates on the subscription level. If you have been looking forward to understand whether you should go for this IPO and subscribe to it and add this to your portfolio, then definitely you can log on to money9.com and read up all the expert views on this IPO and the top brokerage houses recommendations as well on this. चलिए इसी के साथ देखते हैं कौन से ऐसे फैक्टर्स होंगे जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होंगे मार्केट्स के लिए अगले दिन के लिए ट्रैक करने के लिए। आपको क्रूड ऑयल प्राइसेस पर ध्यान देना होगा। आज आप देख चुके हैं कि $70 प्रति बैरल के ऊपर क्रूड ऑयल प्राइसेस ट्रेड करते हुए नजर आए हैं, खासतौर पर ब्रेंट क्रूड, और ये एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स की वजह से हुआ है। हालांकि ये बढ़ते हुए क्रूड ऑयल प्राइसेस कभी भी इंडियन मार्केट्स के लिए ऑगर वेल नहीं करते, क्योंकि इंडिया एक ऑयल इंपोर्टिंग नेशन है और कहीं ना कहीं इंपोर्ट बिल के ऊपर प्रेशर आता हुआ नजर आता है। और इसी वजह से आप देख पा रहे हैं कि इंडियन मार्केट्स की जो आज के गेन्स है वो अपसाइड कैप्ड रही है काफी। यूएस बॉन्ड यील्ड्स जो कि लगातार पिछले कई सेशन से मूव अप होती हुई नजर आ रही हैं, उसकी वजह से भी अगर आप देखेंगे प्रेशर ना ही केवल इंडियन मार्केट्स में है, ग्लोबली भी मार्केट्स के ऊपर काफी राइजिंग यूएस बॉन्ड यील्ड्स का प्रेशर है। तो देखना यह होगा कि यहां कुछ ईजिंग ऑफ मोमेंटम देखने को मिलता है या फिर अभी भी कंटिन्यूअस हाइक देखने को मिलती है। फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टर्स की तरफ से अगर आप देखेंगे फ्राइडे के ट्रेडिंग सेशन में 2000 करोड़ तक का सेल ऑफ नजर आया था। आज देखना होगा जो शाम को नंबर्स अपडेट होंगे कि फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स का किस तरीके से इंडियन मार्केट्स में रुझान रहा है। अगर वो दोबारा से खरीदारी की ओर बढ़ रहा है तो एक बार फिर से हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं कि मार्केट्स अगले दिन और थोड़ी बहुत बढ़त के साथ कामकाज कर सकते हैं। लेकिन भारत में ही लगातार जो बढ़ते हुए कोविड-19 के केसेस हैं उसके ऊपर भी नजर है, क्योंकि मार्केट्स का सेंटिमेंट उस वजह से भी कहीं ना कहीं डैम्पन होता है। तो ये सभी फैक्टर्स काफी इंपॉर्टेंट होंगे ट्रैक करने के लिए आगे आने वाले कुछ सेशंस के लिए। तो चलिए इसी के साथ हम इस खास अपडेट को यहीं समेटते हैं, लेकिन लगातार पर्सनल फाइनेंस की खबरों का सिलसिला जारी रहेगा। साथ ही साथ विमेंस डे की जो सेलिब्रेशन है वो Money9 पर ऑन रहेगा और टॉप इंडियन वॉइसेस एज फार एज द women are concerned will be on Money9. So stay tuned with us throughout the trading session and until the evening when you listen to these exclusive voices only on Money9.